Disney cruises are magical, but let's be honest, they can also be a little bit loud. Let's talk about some places that you can go to get some well deserved quiet time on those Disney ships. First of all, we're not talking about disappearing for hours, though you can if you want to. We're not talking about abandoning your family. We're talking about short strategic breaks that are going to make your vacation better and, frankly, make you a nicer human. So let's talk about where you can go to get 10 minutes of that time that you need and earn as a mom on vacation. First of all, let's start with the obvious ones. There are adult only spaces on every Disney Cruise Line trip. Okay, so you can go to the spa. There's the rainforest spa in there that you can pay daily for to go in, like the hot and cold showers, the sauna. You do not need to pay beyond that. There is a daily fee, like I said, but it's not crazy. You can book it for your entire trip, or you can book it for one day at a time. So whatever you prefer, the rainforest room is a really great call. You can also book a full massage too, if that's something that you want to add on. That would just obviously be a longer time away, but totally personal preference on that. So that is one thing in the adults area. There's also an adult bar. There's lounging chairs in the adults area, hot tubs and pools. So all of those things are available adults only. There's the family friendly versions as well. And then there's the adult only ones. So you can just step in the adults only place and just bring a book and chill there. There's also the Cove Cafe, which is adults only. It's just a coffee place. But I love that the coffee shop is adults only because you can totally go in there, bring a book, bring your laptop, bring yourself and no one else, and enjoy the quiet. So you're looking at pools, sun decks, outside, or inside in coffee lounges or the rainforest room. Again, those are the more obvious ones because those are designated as adult only spaces. But then we have some what you might want to call accidental quiet spaces on the ship. So these are fantastic. These aren't places that are designated as adults only, but still places that you're going to find might be a little bit more quiet. For example, if you go on the far after forward of decks, there's not as much going on there, so you might find that to be a little bit more chill. Anywhere that there are lounges or any lounges when shows are happening are going to be really, really chill. Now, keep in mind, make sure that it's a show that you want to be missing if it's your time to be at the show. Also be aware if it's a hot time where a lot of people are at a pool, that's a great time to go in a lounge. But again, those forward and aft of almost any deck is going to be a more quiet location because there's not a lot going on there. So great place to step away. Another awesome place that is obvious but also overlooked to step away is your stateroom. I know you're paying a lot to be on the Disney cruise, but you're paying a lot for that room too. Your stateroom is a fantastic place to get away, and if you're paying for a veranda room or even an ocean view room, go there and enjoy your view. You can get included room service with your Disney cruise. Go there, enjoy some room service. If you have a beverage with you, sip at that. I'm a book reader, so I would do that either with a hot cup of coffee or a glass of wine, depending on the time of day. Enjoy the room. Your kids are going to have a great time with you, but they're also going to have a great time with themselves. Don't worry about that at all. The time of day also can make a really big difference in calm. So port days, if you are not planning on getting off the ship, are going to be a great time to find a ton of chill spaces on the ship. Or even if you are getting off the ship, if you want to just plan on spending part of your day at port and part of your day enjoying the quiet of the ship, have at it. Mid-afternoon is also a really great time any day to find more quiet times on the ship. A lot of people are swimming or doing other things, so it might be easier then to find quiet places. Another time is dinner time. So half of the ship is going to be at the rotational dining. I'll have another video about that coming up soon. So half the ship is already taken care of during dinner time, so it's much easier to find quiet places. Again, be aware that shows are happening when the other half of the ship is at dinner, so make sure that you are not missing out on a show that you want to see, but just keep that in mind, that dinner time can be a really great time to get a few quiet minutes. Also, the shows don't always last as long as dinner does, so you could pop for some quiet time in between the show and the dinner, depending on if you have the first or second dinner time. So I just want to let you know that those quiet locations obviously are going to vary by time, by ship, by day, but those are just some basic things to look for. They're a framework and not a map. But I'm curious, if you have traveled Disney Cruise Line recently, what is a place that you have found to be super relaxing, whether it's a place that I mentioned or a different place that you thought was a great find on the ship? I'd love to hear what you found to be a great quiet place to get away. And if you are looking for more Disney Cruise Line tips or Disney tips in general, I'm planning on posting a video at least one time a week. And I am starting a new series on my account about my travel agent journey and my goals as a travel agent. So if you would like to just follow along, I think it's always fun to follow on people's journey. Please hit that subscribe button and join along. Look for the first video on that coming up in late December. Also, if you are planning a Walt Disney World vacation, a Disneyland trip, or a Disney cruise, I plan all of those, and you can find more information below, where you can fill out forms and request travel, or you can just leave comments below. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say.